Yeah, hi there. In this tutorial, we are going to cover a rectangle selector widget. So as you know, widget provides the flexibility to use the interact interactive functionality with the charts. So by using the rectangle selector widget, what we can do, we can select a rectangular portion within a chart, and it returns the starting and the end points, basically the diagonal points of the rectangle. So what we have is I'm just importing the NumPy matplotlib libraries, and from the matplotlib.widgets importing the rectangle selector widget. Then we have onSelect function, which has two parameters, eClick and eRelease. So eClick and eRelease are the matplotlib events at the press and at the release of the mouse button, and we are printing on the screen the starting position and the end position. That is the point where we do the click. So it prints the X data and Y data, and similarly at the point where we release the button, it prints the X and Y coordinates of that particular point. So there is another function which is toggle selector. This is basically used uh, to quit or uh, to keep the rectangle selection in the active state. So if we are, let's say, we have selected a portion in a chart, and after that, if we want to quit that interactive mode, we can press a small q or capital Q, and it will uh, come out of that rectangle selector mode. Okay, so so this is what it says, that if the event key is, that is a key that we are pressing, it is in small q or capital Q, then basically just what it means. And if the rectangle selector is already active, then just simply quit it. So we are setting here toggle selector dot rs dot set active equals to false. So it means rectangle selector will get deactive. And if it is not active, then we can press a small a and capital A, and we can make it active. So we are plotting a graph in which we have x and the y values. X is basically a range of values, 100 values. Each of the value gets divided by 99, and we have y, which is the sine value of the x-axis. We are plotting it just simply x dot plot x comma y. We are passing to it. Now here comes this part where we are specifying the rectangle selector. So rectangle selector is specified on the axis ax. Function is the on select. Now draw type is the box, because we want to draw it in the form of a box. So because it's a rectangle, so draw type is the box. Interactive is true. It means it will allow us to interact with it. State modifier key. So these are the state modifiers. For example, if we want to make a rectangular box, then we can press the shift key. If we want to uh, move the box, then we can move it. If we want to clear the selection, we can use the escape key. So these are the state modifier keys which are specified. And then this is the event. So based on the key press event, whether small q or capital Q, small a or capital A, it will be triggered the toggle selector. And then we are simply doing the uh, plt.show. So let's see how it actually looks like. Okay, so I've saved that code in rectangle underscore selector.py. So this is I'm going to execute using Python. So Python rectangle underscore selector.py, and if I hit enter, this is what I get on the x-axis. These are the values. On the y-axis, these are the values. Now let's we do the rectangular selection. So if I press the shift key on my keyboard, and then I make a selection, if you see, then it actually creates a square shaped box. Now I can move it if I want to. So see if I can move it and bring it into any area that we want to, and based on the position where it is, it will So if you see this point, we can see the starting position and the ending position. So if I want to quit, we can say small q, it will quit it. Let's run it again, and we make a selection, and then we can press the escape key, and that selected portion will go away. If you want to select any other area, let's say this particular portion, okay, then it will accordingly select the starting and the end position coordinates. So if you see, it is 0.24 and 0.20, and ending is 0.74 and 0.61. So this coordinate we can get of a rectangular area based on this widget. So it can help basically to allow the users to make an interactive selection in a chart, and based on that they can uh, get the exact coordinates, the exact values on the x-axis and the y-axis, so that they can pinpoint, okay, the area that they selected corresponds to what values. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.